All we've ever used to progress musically and meeting musicians and giving people the opportunity to come and see you and allowing local people and your friends and things to come and see you. And I mean that's where a band has to start to develop any sort of fan base. So local gigs are just you can't really develop as a band without them.
Yeah.
So
it's where you're going to get your biggest following really at the start.
Yeah, it's where you trial the things that you practice on your own. It's where you trial it out in front of the public, and you get a different response. You get a different connection to your music when you're presenting it in front of a crowd. It's completely different to when you're just in a room. And also when those people are from where you're from, and they sort of live in the same sort of world as you, it's a really rewarding experience just to be able to see the response that they have to your music. So it's just essential, really. You can't really do band without the local stuff. We're not listening to anything that's ever done, so we have no influence at all. It's just all out of nowhere. I mean, I think something that's always helped us is the fact that we've each got very different influences, and we all come from very different musical backgrounds. And I mean, we all have those bands that we think, I really want to be like that. And I think it's failing to do that is actually what gives you a distinct style. So if you say, I really want to be like the Smiths, and fail to do that, then you're gonna, at some point, you're gonna find something else that along the way of trying to be like them, you've just stumbled on a different sort of route, and you've kind of maybe parallel to them, or a shade or a shadow of that kind of music. But you can never actually replicate it, which is why it's useful to have influence, because you're always trying to recreate it, but you never really can. So you always stumble on something different. But yeah, I mean, in terms of band influences, for me, it's the Smiths, Radiohead, and Joy Division, and stuff like that.
We've all got very mixed music. We tend to like the same stuff as each other, but there are certain bands that we don't like that others in the band like. But I think it's good. Because it makes it different, like the outcome of what we write. It's just like a mishmash of everything, I guess.
When everyone in the band likes the same music, I just find it quite. You can tell really.
Yeah.
You can tell when a band likes it. Every single member of the band likes the same music, because then they become the band. They're like it isn't as varied as when everyone has different sort of influences, because there's a combination of loads of different sounds interacting with each other. And all this different things, and so Well, that again was we met at primary school at the age of 3, and we've grown up together, and we've been very close friends for a long time. And it wasn't really until Gareth, who's upstairs, is the guitarist, and he and I started playing music together, just playing guitars together and writing songs together when we were about 14.
Yeah.
Just because, the sort of thing, you don't really know why that sort of thing happens. You go, do you want to bring your guitar? That just happens, and you just play in your bedroom for about 2 years before you say, I think we could do some drums. And then Billy
took it that long.
Yeah, it took you. We reluctantly allowed Billy in. So then we started doing Bandicoot, and it really just took us completely by surprise what we've done since that. We really didn't expect this at all. We didn't expect probably to still be doing it. And it was just like it was just incredibly exciting. Just the process of it and being in the band and testing out these little songs and little pieces of ourselves that as we were sort of growing up, we would sort of change, and so that's Bandicoot.
It was one of our mates. He was just it was in college, and we just went for a walk, and he just said it, and I was like, yeah, it's alright. And then I mentioned to the guys, and he loved it straight away. Well, it came from, he was just, I don't actually know how it came.
We went through a lot of different names, and we were struggling.
He was just like listing a bunch of names and that. So, and we all love Crash Bandicoot, so it was like, that's another good reason. Yeah. But yeah, I said it to you guys, and you guys loved it, and then I started to like it.
For me, the reason it clicked with me is because it wasn't immediately evident what that would mean in terms of music. I think the best band names are ones that don't tell you what the music's like, and ones that don't relate to like a generic kind of genre of band names. You can tell when a band is like a metal band or like a rock or a blues band, because the name is, there's like a lineage of certain names that go for certain bands. So I think for me, Bandicoot was like, it doesn't mean anything, and it's like you can't tell what the music is. So it opens you up to a massive scope of what you can actually be, because your name doesn't really, it doesn't contain you in this bubble, in this genre bubble, and that's what's great for me. And it's just, it's quite funny as well. It's a bit,
Yeah, I haven't really thought much about it.
Yeah, I've not really thought about it, but it's not immediately. There's no immediate connection. There's no like, oh, they're that kind of band. That's what I like. Music, how we started doing music generally. That's very different as well. That's all I have to say. Well, obviously,
I used to play piano, and I didn't really enjoy it towards the end. And I always knew I wanted to play drums. I don't know how, but just kind of like always tapping things and just like, I don't know, I just love rhythm. And then my dad let me have a go at his kit, because he's a drummer as well, and I just absolutely loved it, and I haven't stopped since really.
But you didn't want to tell anyone?
Oh yeah, I didn't really want to tell anyone that I wanted to play drums, because my mum was paid for my piano lessons.
I think that's funny.
So I kept it up.
I just love the idea.
I did enjoy it at the start, don't get me wrong, Mum.
I love the idea
towards
of
the
you
end,
sort of in your room like,
I just cried.
it's like really distressed.
What made you like specifically choose the drums then? Was it
I don't
just
know.
random?
It's one of those things that you can't really remember how it happened. I just my dad probably influenced me a bit as well, because he loves drums, and he got me a giant drum kit for Christmas. And
It's in your bones.
yeah, it's in my bones. I don't know. I just love it.
My grandmother is a piano teacher, and so I started doing classical music when I was really young, until I was about 13 or 14, and that was my main thing for most of my childhood. And then I was like, after that, that's when I started getting into guitar, and I picked up the guitar. And I played the clarinet as well before that, like also classical music, and then that's how I got into the sax, because sax is basically a cool bit of clarinet. I was like, this is a bit of a crap instrument, and they're very similar, so I just started doing that. And then got into rock music instead of classical music. But that has definitely helped, sort of musically, in terms of songwriting, like all that like ideas of theory and sort of understanding it in a different way. Playing piano and things like that has helped write songs. Yeah, it was just, I think it was Gareth just sort of said, should write.
You and Gary came up with this story.
I can't remember where the name Pongo, I think we were talking about 101 Dalmatians. And we're talking about 101 Dalmatians, and there's a character, I've not actually seen it, but I think there's a character called Pongo in that film. No,
it's one of the dogs.
It's one of the dogs. So I think the name Pongo was in the air somewhere, and we went upstairs and I just said, well, we should write a song about a guy who's won the lottery and doesn't know what to do with money. And so then we just started, and it was sort of a joke really. I think it's hilarious. I think it's supposed to be a sort of funny song, and it's just about this idiot who, and it's just sort of a comment on maybe sort of modern life a little bit, like people not having any sort of direction and sort of wasting what they have on things they don't need, and all that kind of commercial, corporate greed, and just he's sort of supposed to be like a caricature, just like a weird sort of average, mundane, fat, greedy sort of bloke. Just a complete fool.
Yeah.
We spent a lot. We did it twice actually.
Yeah.
We redid it.
Yeah.
And it's something we did spend a lot of time thinking about.
It took, like the actual filming only took 2 days.
Yeah, we did a day in, well, it was filmed in Porthcawl. Porthcawl is a fun bit, because it's one of the most grim places. And then the bits of us in the room, in the hall, were in Porthcawl, which is also quite a grim place. but it's a lovely place actually. That was really nice. But we did it with a friend called Connor, who has got a really nice eye for colour and style and things like that. And he just got what we were trying to do, and he got excited about it. And it was just one of the things where we work well together, and we just sort of had this, because it was quite a difficult thing to get across, like to describe who this guy was. And I think his sort of idiocy just came across in the video quite well. It was really fun making it.
Yeah, I think so. Like every time we play a song, I guess we always think about different stuff, which might have an impact on what like kind of the artwork for the song might be, or the video. Like the lyrics of the song is definitely put images in your mind.
I like to think that our music is quite colourful, and it has a lot of different textures and a lot of different sounds, and there's a lot going on. And I think they paint quite nice pictures, and they give you quite nice images, and that's something we definitely go for, and that's something that we do think about when making artwork and designing the artwork and having this sort of theme. But it's something that we and even in the pictures that we take, that we have of ourselves and things.
Do you kind of envisage how the music video is going to go when you make the song?
Yeah, it's not something that we immediately. It's not something that we think about until we sort of think, we could do a music video for that. And then
there
it's
are
not like
certain songs that we like prefer doing music videos for, because you think that they work better.
Yeah. We have a visitor.
I'm really scared.
That's scary. Because I'm at uni, so we do that. Hey, no, sure. Oh, yeah, sure. You can feedback. So we haven't got any festivals lined up for the near future, but we are looking into it for next year. We haven't. I mean, we're all in university, so we bounce around that, and we tend to come back and forth, sort of during term, and play mostly around Cardiff. So we're looking to have some gigs around Cardiff, November, December time, and we've got one in Oxford in November. So yeah, I mean, we're just plodding along, writing and playing when we can.
And new songs as well. Have you got any songs planned? Or
Yeah. I mean, we just played a new one for the second time tonight and the first time last night. So and we just recorded that as well. We have a recording of Stuck in Space, a song called Stuck in Space, which once we have a video for, I think we'll release that. That'll probably be our next song to release. And we're writing a lot. We're write when we can, what we can. That's sort of priority at the moment. Is, we don't need to be gigging that much at the moment. We don't need to exert much energy in terms of gigs because it's logistically quite hard at the moment. So we're just sticking to the writing side of things and just building up a nice catalogue of stuff. And just keeping things fresh. That's the sort of priority. I think it's essential really because purely obviously just for getting gigs and like having bands gather together, but also for Wales generally. I mean obviously it's not just Welsh bands here today, but Welsh music has a different kind of identity to English music, and I think that's something that needs to be kind of stressed. Like it's kind of its own character, its own style, its own kind of tone, and it's something that it needs these kind of festivals to bring out and to celebrate and to distinguish from other kinds of festivals, because Green Man soon and Highfest and where else?
Harborne, I haven't been to that very soon.
But they're celebrations of a culture that often goes sort of ignored a bit, like the idea that Welsh music is different in any way to sort of more like English or American music is not something that people sort of realise. I think Welsh bands are in need of something like that to really push the Welshness. And we're a band that definitely consider ourselves as Welsh and writing about even though it's obviously not directly related to the country, but it's about where we live and it's about the surroundings and our lives and about people that we know that are Welsh, and it's about the community, and it is different to English music. And I think these kind of festivals do well to promote that difference. And
would you say your music's quite patriotic?
In a way, I mean it's obviously not explicit, but we have it in mind that even even though it's not explicitly about Wales or the lyrics or anything, we're a Welsh band and consider ourselves to be doing something that's different to English or American music. And that alone is a patriotic thing. To consider ourselves as being Welsh, and we're Welsh speakers, although we don't sing in Welsh. Just the fact that we consider ourselves aware of that Welshness is patriotic, and I don't think it needs to necessarily. You don't need every song to talk or reference Wales and talk about Wales at all, but just the fact that we're doing this in a Welsh place as Welsh people is patriotic in itself, and that we're aware of those things. But I mean, we are patriotic. We are patriots. We're nationalists. We are Welsh.
Got a Facebook.
What's the tag thing on Facebook?
So Facebook is @Bandicoot Swansea. You just have it. Twitter is Bandy_Coot.
So
and Instagram is Bandy.Coot. This is going to be so confusing.
We've got Snapchat as well, Bandy.Coot. So just stupid videos.
And it's like our music videos on YouTube. We have Spotify, it's just Bandicoot. That's where our full songs are. SoundCloud, they're also there, but Spotify is there. Neatly packaged, ready to go.
Cool. Thank you so much.
That's all right, love.